I got proposed to. Did I say yes? Did I say no? Find out on the next episode of this vlog. Okay, let's run the intro. Top of the mornings, happy Sunday. If you're watching this, I am pretty sure Ugenda Church. Now, when you Ugenda Church, you need to change. You need to change. You know, I've just come from Malindi and it's very hot. And let me tell you from personal experience, if that is the heat in Malindi and Indiani, I'm going to tell you, you won't survive hell. You need to start going to church. You need to pray for, and just pray for yourself every Sunday. Just schedule some time on Sunday to pray for yourself if you do not believe in going to church, because you'd rather pray for yourself than not pray at all, because people are not wishing you well out here. And I'm telling you, kuna watu wengine wana set aside time to pray for your downfall. So counter hizo mambo mbaya by praying for yourself. So happy Sunday. Set some time aside today to pray for yourself. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria Kanga. Create content around lifestyle, travel, and girlhood. All right? Yeah, so leo nataka kuwape udaku. Today I've just come here to tell you my business. Like nobody asked, but I want to give you guys a story. Because I just sometimes, me by then nakwanga na tabia mbaya, like huwa nasema if I can ignore something so much, hata ni kama haikuwa exist. And sometimes I forget that I've said things on YouTube, I've shown things on here, and people remember. The internet never forgets. So mi saingine na asivingi watu wamesahau, by the way, because I want to dissociate so hard and detach so hard that I hope that guys are also detaching with me. I hope the mics is on. Yep. So I want to do a bit of a light face bit. I'm going to lunch with my mom. By going to lunch with my mom, I mean I'm going to my mom's shop to do some shopping and to also be fed. Yeah, so let me give you guys a story of how I got proposed to. My channel. I'm gonna be doing a face bit while we talk. This is the Maybelline skin tint. I got it from Makeup World by Vibs in Tao. I believe they also have a page online so that you can just order. It's not going to be like a full face bit, but I'll just try to do it for the length of this video. And you guys know I'm a professional yapper, so sometimes wanasahau kenye nafanya, and then I can either focus on kuongea sana and then nasahau kufanya makeup. But today we are going to actually hurry up because nangoja for lunch and I'm hungry. I need to go for lunch and I need to see my mom. I've missed her so much. So anyways, the year was 2023 and I thought I had found the one, or I thought the one had found me. And I had no business. I had no business being that serious in a relationship that had just started. But some you kujuna ni love bomb. And me, I think I'm pretty great. What is there to not love after 1 week? What is there to not love? And these are the days that I was so hell-bent on being chosen that I didn't care that me, myself, I had not done the choosing. So many videos I've talked about that before. But let's get into it. The day of the proposal, of course, for me, it was a surprise. That's how I think most of us as girls want our proposal to be surprise. I have done 2 surprise proposals. You guys should definitely check those out. There's some videos that I have done in the past, either talking about them or actually showing you guys the proposal itself. So proposal. I am the perfect person to call when you're looking for a destination proposal or just when you're looking for a sentimental proposal. Meaning, I'm a very sensitive girl. I'm somebody who's very in touch with their emotions. So better believe I know what your girlfriend wants. I know what your girlfriend wants. So if you guys are thinking of proposing, even you as a girl, start steering your man in the direction of, I would like a destination proposal. Marie usually does those kinds of things. So if you're ever thinking of proposing, call Marie. You guys have watched Mommy's Club. Have you guys seen the Kare's proposal? What this guy did? Alikuwa na propose hapo kando ya barabara na chemsha. Like, what was that? Even Kare said no because of how like that proposal was set up. So you want a bit of specialness in your proposal. And again, I have been on the receiving end of a bad proposal. And did I say yes? Let's proceed with this story. So yeah, as I was saying, the year was 2023. I have just met this guy. Like from the onset, like to me, ilikuwa inasim, this is a great guy. Because Babu, like this guy used to send me flowers every week. Every week, manze, he's sending flowers to my house, to my workplace. Every weekend he's taking me out like somewhere where we can have like a quiet time to talk. I mean, I think one of my biggest love languages is quality time and reassurance, and he was actually, and gifts, every girl loves gifts. So he was actually speaking to all my love languages. But they, okay, I miss that toxic relationship, man. I mean, yo, nakwambia toxic relationships zingine sijui zinakuanga aje. So I remember when with this guy, we even, by the time I was starting my channel, nilikuwa nina post na yeye. So that's when I guys, sometimes I want to dissociate so hard and think that you guys also forgot. And I know some of you, my day ones, I had 100 subscribers back then. My day ones wanakumbuka huyu msee na wanamjua. Please just keep it to yourself. Si lazima mtangaze. Unaona? So we had even gone on vacation with his family, and I remember that was also, yeah, a lot had happened. So I remember it was February. This is February, what, 3-4 years ago, when he proposed. So that's why I saw it fit to come and share this story right now, because like I'm over it, and then plus it's Valentine's week, so it happened around now. And let's just talk about love, because why the hell not? So mi nilikuwa najua it's the regular dates huenda, because what we got tunaendaga dates a lot of the time, so it didn't occur to me like it was a different kind of date ama nini. Mi nime dress up like nimedunga, tumeenda, and then we went to, should I say the restaurant we went? That is not the restaurant where you propose to somebody. You don't propose in such type of a restaurant, as in, again, venye nimesema, if you want your proposal to be perfect, just engage with me, because I have done perfect proposals and I have been on the receiving end of a not so perfect proposal. And also, by the way, there's no such thing as a very perfect proposal. It's about capturing the right moment. So that was not a place where tunaweza capture the right moment. First of all, the wait staff walikuwa wanapita tu hapo. So wait staff akipita, sasa lazima kwanza achill kwanza kenye alikuwa anasema, and then sasa anini I pick it up. So like pia mi sikuwa nashikanisha that conversation inaendoko, because this is a guy who used to have a lot of reassuring talks with me nini, and I really like that. So me ilikuwa ina seem like a normal day to me. You see, kidogo, like we are having dinner. I think we finished having dinner. I was having a glass of wine, kas jakosea, and he started, like, he's holding my hand and he's saying, oh, blah blah blah, say like the sweet talk. Sasa we are kind of easing into the proposal. Oh my god, Miss Kajia, that's where we are going with that, manze. So when I got to like like I'm eating it up. My god, I can't believe I'm saying this story without bursting into tears, because for a long time, like, it really put me down, because I'm like, okay, then I got everything that I wanted and I still didn't think it was, because like what I can tell you, like, in retrospect, is that like, in my heart, I knew this is not it. Like, that is not how a proposal should feel like. As in, hata saizi nikicurate proposals for others, I really target to feel like there's a certain feeling we are chasing, and I need everything about the setup, about the day, to lead up into that moment. And I think sometimes maybe you inatuzaga, probably the people I've done proposals for, wanaendaga wakijua that something is coming maybe, but you'd rather have that kujishuku that something is coming than have a terrible ass proposal, So he's holding my hand, he's saying the nice words, hapo mi niko locked, niko yeah, somebody's son is out here, like, doing all the right things that I want, saying all the things I want to hear. So it doesn't matter, like, si mnajua hata Candice Owens meet their husband and in 3 weeks walikuwa married. Do you know that? So miko like time is just a number. Age as well is just so anyway, like, I can't talk while he's going on and on about us and you and me and whatever. A former friend of mine calls me in the middle and just completely cuts it off, and then ani wale mabeshte wenye wanapiganga, and then you go on and on and on about just some random things, and that's how ali cock block the proposal thing, so it never ended up. So like tuka end up we didn't complete it because the first time ilikuwa interrupted like na wait staff wakipita, the second time somebody has called me and then we are going on and on. Maybe I should not have taken the call, but I didn't know that that is where it was going. So mi nikachukua tu your call na mi niko like, yo bro, tell me nini, and then beshte yangu ameshaingia na niambia story ya venye what had happened nini, and then it was quite urgent, so we had to actually get into whatever was going on with her and put this aside. So later on, si date imeisha, tumeenda, we went to his place. So going to his place we just slept, like he didn't bring it up. I think pia alikuwa amekatsika by that point, ako like, I'm trying to say something, either you're not listening or just something keeps coming up. So I think like hata your confidence alikuwa amemaster ikapotea. So kidogo kidogo tumelala, tumeamka the next day, and then like we are just now doing that kapilo talk ya asubuhi, and my guy tells me, you know, yesterday I wanted to tell you something but I didn't get an opportunity. I'm like, okay, what did you want to say? Sasa mi cause hapo ni we need to talk. Sasa mi already like my nerves are up, niko like sasa nimefanya nini tena, like what has happened, you know. Sasa mi niko like cause iko about kukua kesi, niko like I wanted to give you this, and then he put the ring there, and then mi nafungua, first of all, like, well, I didn't think it's earrings. I also didn't anticipate it was going to be a ring, but sasa like I just opened it and it was a ring. And like how I remember it, because it was such an emotional moment, like I didn't say, like he didn't actually ask the question, will you be my wife, will you marry me, whatever somebody is meant to ask. He didn't say those words, but having presented the ring, I knew that was what was being asked of me. And I remember he put the ring on my finger, and the ring was too small. I have fat fingers, guys. I have fat fingers. So ring, alafu hiyo time pia nilikuwa put on weight because I was very happy in a relationship. Like, oh my God, I wasn't even working out at the time. So my fingers were all over the place, zilikuwa zimejaa. So the ring ilikuwa inafika like hapo hivyo, haiendi past hapo. So we immediately decided, okay, he's gonna go resize the ring and then we can take it from the top. When I tell you, Maina, like by the time the ring was coming back from the jeweler, the relationship was over. So yeah, I didn't get to say yes or no. That's the fact of the matter. There wasn't a question that was asked. I didn't say yes, I didn't say no, but in my heart I always felt like that was an almost proposal, that was an almost yes on my part, because in all honesty, I think I would have said yes if the question would have been asked right. It doesn't matter the setting that was there. I think for me it was just somebody asked me to be their wife, so I should say yes. And plus hapo sasa pia angekuwa ameuliza mbele ya watu, ame go down on the knee, like ingekuwa so embarrassing for me to start saying no hapo hivyo. So I didn't really think like I would have said no. I don't think I would have said no, but I should have said no. Saying no would have been the right thing to do because we were not compatible. We were just kind of covering all our issues with a ring. It's just kind of like how some of you cover your issues with a joint bank account, with a baby, with I don't know what else is used nowadays, but like a ring is not a solution to whatever issues that you're going through in a relationship. So you need to address whatever issues are going through, because hata mkihave a big ass wedding, after the wedding mtabaki nyi wawili and the issues will still come back. You see? Yeah, so basically that's what happened. The ring never came back from the jeweler. The relationship never even lasted. Like I remember that Valentine's Day, he got me a gift and I was like, oh my God, who even buys somebody a gift like this? Sasa all the cracks sasa zikaanza kukua more visible kwa kwangu. Mimi nakwambia, when I don't want to see problems, the problems can be staring at me in the face and I will not see them. I will not acknowledge them at all. Nilikuwa like, okay, the ring is here. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to be somebody's wife. We've been waiting for marriage, and marriage is within. So, you know, and I'm so glad like the ring didn't fit me, because what if it had? What if it had? You know, like me kumbuka hiyo relationship niko like, as in that was a relationship that I was willing to get kids. Like I was willing to go the mile. Unaona, I was willing to go the distance. You guys know Real Housewives. I was willing to go the distance, like Lisa says. I would have gone the distance, like, because he was also going the distance for me. But like, I think it was all always superficial, like the gifts, the dates, the grand gestures. It was always superficial. We had not really taken the time to get to know each other like properly. We did juana ile surface level, and we just kind of went through all the steps that we thought that these are the things that people who are in a relationship do, but we're not being honest with ourselves that, you know, we like alafu tulikuwaga tuna spend every day together because I think we were afraid if we are not together there's nothing there, you know. There was so many cracks. When I tell you there was so many cracks. So what me and my best friend, what tunaambiananga, we have to tell each other everything, like to a great extent we tell each other everything, especially when it comes to relationships, kwa sababu mtu ukiingiaga kwa relationships sometimes hautaki kuona the truth, unaona, hautaki kuona the truth. So we just decided, because it's hard kujionea, like when you're in it, it's very hard to recognize what's not going right or what's a red flag. We talk to each other about it so that we can hold each other accountable, and that has really, really worked since, because I have chosen better partners, even if some of them they may end up bad on a heartbreak. It's different mistakes that have happened, and it's different lessons that have been learned, but at least we are not stuck in the loop of learning the same lesson over and over again. So all this to say, if you're not going to be honest with yourself that you need to dump that guy, you need to dump that girl, talk to your friends about it. Talk to your friends about it, and or talk to ChatGPT pia. But ChatGPT most of the time itakwambia, no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Talk to a real person about it. Talk to your therapist about it, and just be honest. Most of the times you know the truth, but you just don't want to face it, and that's the truth for me. Sabu, even after the vacation with his family, I knew that was not it. I knew that was not it, especially when I saw his family dynamics. I knew this is not a family I would want to be married into. But just because you want to feel like you've been chosen, you want to be chosen so bad, you're just willing to accept, you know, whatever that is given to you. You know, when you're hungry, you'll eat just about anything. When you're thirsty, you will just drink anything. And what I heard somebody say, this is in regards to Christianity, most of us think that God is white and the devil is black or red even. And that's not how actually you should think about it, because the devil will offer you something so close to the real thing. So when you think about the devil, it's usually off-white. It's off-white. It's very close to the real thing. So get to know God for yourself. That's how even vitu kama cults, that's how they come up, because they tell you this is what God is saying, nini nini, and like sometimes it's just people propagating their own agenda. So what I would say is read the Bible. The Bible is accessible to you. So decide who God is for you. And God can be different things. Sometimes God can be the provider. Sometimes God is the protector. Sometimes God is your father. Sometimes is your friend. So me personally, I've experienced God in different ways in different seasons. Unaona? So get to know God for yourself and decide for yourself, because the devil is not black or red. It's off-white. Even spoiled milk usually is still white. So be careful. Be very careful. Usipate you're rushing into things that are actually just a reflection of something that is not it. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I have just come here to give you guys my business. I don't have any motivation. Happy Valentine's. Again, remember, if nobody asks you to be my Valentine, you're automatically my Valentine if you've subscribed to this channel. And I will have a video next Sunday to remind you that you're my Valentine and I love you so, so much. And if nobody proposes to you, I'll propose to you and I'll make sure the setting is right, all right? And if somebody wants to propose to you, let them call me so that we can do a perfect proposal for you, and it's going to be a surprise. I'll make sure it's a surprise if it's the last thing I do, because I love you so much. And I'm gonna see you on the next one for sure. Mwah.